I don't think money matters. It's really what's in your heart. Money would it take for you to cheat on him?
A lot.
That a weak man that goes through life using and abusing women
are the easiest people to date. I feel like they know exactly what they want.
We have our own businesses, and then we have men for fun on the side that have invested in us.
If your girl's a good girl, knows what she's doing, she's probably not gonna talk to any dude, just her family.
Smart women like me, we're not playing with little boys. And then on top of it, try to get you to marry them so that you can be their housekeeper, their cook.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Before I walk away, how much should a guy make?
Money?
Yeah.
I don't think money matters. It's really what's in your heart.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm being serious. I mean, if they have a good personality and they can make you laugh, that's all what a girl looks for. I mean, me personally.
So if you're an RN and he works at a warehouse, you gonna date him?
Yeah, I would, honestly. I mean, if we're looking at my exes, yeah. I mean.
Okay. So none of that BS where he has to make it like 100K?
No, not at all. If I'm wearing the pants and I can make money, then we'll be set for the rest of our lives.
Are you gonna hold him against him if you're making more money than him?
No, not at all. That's bull.
We must protect this cat at all costs.
Ooh, I like her.
I like her eyes.
Thank you. They're my mama.
Yeah, that was a good one there. Because that was a 1 in 1,000, right? They're out there. They're out there. I'm not gonna say none of them are out there, but man, it's just so hard to find. You can find it. Whew. You got to be out there all night like him, one after the other, after the other. It's easy for him because he got that microphone and he's pulling and pulling, but still, you never know what can happen.
How much money would it take for you to cheat on him?
A lot.
A lot? How much money would it take for you to cheat on her?
Nah, there's no money.
There we have it, folks. This is a solid couple. How much is a lot?
Like above 10 grand.
Above 10 grand? I mean, yeah, she could buy you some pretty nice things with that.
Yeah.
10 grand? I was gonna say like a mil, but.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I hope this proves that men are kings. And but I love my girlfriend.
No more.
She's also a queen, okay?
Yeah.
Yo, did you see what happened just now? He said, but I'm in love with my girlfriend, while holding her bag in his hand. He had it like this too. Like, bro, no. You can't. You can't be okay with that, bro. I'll tell you why you can't be okay with that. She's saying that. Imagine, right? I'm the dirtbag behind the camera. It said 10,000 and smacked the 100,000 on the table and said, give it up right now. What's going on with you? She'd probably do it right then and there. She said, I used to love my girl. She was my world. Bro, you got to break up with that girl. Listen, if you're watching me right now, break up with her because she's not the one. When a lady said, there you have it, folks, she was right.
Ladies, you can tell a lot about a man by the type of woman he has by his side.
Oh, here we go again.
Now, this is the same woman that hates on Passport Bro. So, ladies, I'm sorry. I wouldn't take anything she said serious. But let me let her finish.
The woman he ends up settling for is either going to make or break him. Pay attention because I'm going to drop some game in this video.
Okay.
Understand that a weak man that goes through life using and abusing women, leaving a trail of broken hearts behind him, eventually is going to end up with a woman just like him. She's going to be toxic, weak, controlling, manipulative, a user, liar. He's going to end up with the very same woman that mirrors his behavior in the long run because all the good women will not want to touch him with a 10-foot pole, or they'll be settled down with good men. So he's going to be left with the trash after playing around with women for so many years. Now, the powerful masculine brother who's emotionally intelligent, he's going to have a bad by his side. And when I say bad, I don't just mean looks. She could be beautiful, yes. And she could be not so beautiful. But the bottom line is this sister head to toe, she's spiritually and morally strong. She's a hustler, a go-getter. She's going to make sure that she shines and her king, y'all both shining together. And he's going to respect her and love her, uplift her, and support her so that she can keep continuing to stay in that powerful feminine energy, and she's always happy. He's going to uplift her so that she can continue uplifting him. That's the difference between a weak-minded man who lacks emotional intelligence versus a real king who is emotionally intelligent. This is why so many men get out here with a toxic.
We're making progress.
They get in a relationship with a good woman that genuinely wants the best. She will give her last dollar, her car. She will open up her home. She will feed this man, help him, nurse him, get on his feet, and elevate him just so he could turn around, break her, destroy her confidence, destroy her outlook on life, create trust issues in her, make her look crazy, talk about her like a dog to his side chick and his family.
Where are you coming from?
And he usually ends up cheating on her with a woman that's trash, a woman that lacks morals and everything. So after you help build this brother up, and he uses you and tears you to pieces, and he leaves you for that toxic side chick, this is what's going to happen. When he gets with her, she's so insecure and weak, she's not going to want him to elevate because she's terrified of him leaving her. She's either going to cheat on him before he gets a chance to cheat on her, or she's going to keep him stagnated in the bottom and keep him miserable right along with her. She doesn't want him to elevate. He was elevating with you. Now he's stagnant and he's going to lose everything with her.
Frankly, it sounds made up.
You can tell a lot by a man by the woman he has by his side.
Now, you know what's bugging me out, right? How did she compute all that's going to happen in her head? Like, okay, I know how exactly it's going to play out. She's going to hurt your feelings. Like, she made up a story in her head. And doesn't it sound like it happened to her? Right? She said, you know, you build him up. She got a guy, Pookie galore, came home from jail. He told her, woman want to get with me? She got to pay, right? I get $2,500 for my time. She said, okay. Slammed that money on the table, right? So he got all that money and then used and abused her, treated her like trash, right? So then after that, she started insinuating in her head everything that's going to happen when he goes out and talks to the next woman. Listen, Pookie galore, you know, pimp Maximus, Glaucus, doesn't care about none of that, right? He's thinking about what he's going to do to the next day. He's thinking about what he's going to do tomorrow. He's not thinking past a month from now. He's not thinking past when he gets locked up again. But you're already thinking past that. You're thinking the next girl doing them wrong, robbing them. Man, these ladies are living in a dream world. And this is the same woman that was bashing passport pros before. What does it show? It shows loneliness, right? Like that happened to her. It shows desperate. She's doing that for a man. You computing what I'm saying now?
Women are the easiest people to date. I feel like they know exactly what they want, exactly where they need to go, and being called handsome every 2 to 5 conversations. Hey. You reach to pay for something, they're slapping your hand saying no, that they got it. Or even if, let's just say, you pay for the first date, the second date is on them. They're ready to come and take you out. Now, I'm not particular about this. I don't care about who spends what on me, but I just know that for a fact, when it comes to them, they don't play about their time, they don't play about their money, and it's not a hard conversation.
Who's going to tell them?
Some of them have kids, probably, especially at my age. But, I mean, bro, sometimes just be that little stepdaddy, man. Just, you know, you can be the little light in our life, man. Stop being weird. Yes, if you guys do have, you could be the stepdaddy number 2. But listen, the point isn't about all of that. The point is you're going to have less of a hard time understanding whether this girl likes you, whether everything is intentional. Everything is intentional. You're not going to be sat there thinking for a second, oh, what's going on? There's not going to be any level of a confusion. Find you an older lady today. Or find me.
Yeah, this guy thinks it's a flex. He's talking with a big Kool-Aid smile on his mouth while guys that these women want have checked out, right? You're the last option, young buck. That's all they have left. Is you and Pimp Gloxicus that's getting out or that just got out, right? It's a trap. And it's fine because you know what? You guys are it's like a never-ending cycle. It just keeps flowing, right? It's wild. Even with passport bros leaving, they're sticking in rotation because those younger guys will come up and scoop them up. Then you know what's going to start happening soon? If you've noticed, we started taking younger guys. It's not going to happen like guys that are around my age or a little bit younger or a little bit older. But still, we're going to start taking those guys too. But, you know, they clean it up. It's keeping the cycle flowing and the woman are happy. But you know what's the bad thing about it? They think they can still demand certain things because they get their little boy on the side, go out and get an older man to take advantage of, and then they have the rotation going. So what he doesn't realize, he's just in a rotation. He's the younger, quick, I want to get some fling. Then the next guy spit out. See the rotation, y'all? And Passport Bro saying, you know, I'm out. I'm not falling for that. Keep him in your rotation and pimp Gloxicus. I'll stay out of it.
Women, please, please, please listen to Shira 7.
Pure evil.
And older women, we are all waking up to the games that men play on us. We're waking up in massive numbers right now, whether you're married or dating. If you listen to older women and Shira 7, we will tell you the truth. We will tell you what's really going on so that you're not delusional, so that you don't get taken advantage of, and so that if anything does happen, you're not left in a worse position than you started. You have to realize something, that men are programmed to want access to a woman's body, and that's mostly what they're after. This game of love that we're calling love between men and women is just romance.
I don't know. Read the script.
It's just desire. It's just sexual. Now, we've misconstrued it with love, with fairy tale, with Cinderella, with holding my hand, with the end-all be-all, the greatest accomplishment ever. No, it's just sexual attraction. It's just sexual desire. So please don't throw your whole life away for nonsense fairy tales when it's just an activity that men want to do with you.
That's what who said.
And men want to do that, and they'll waste a lot of your time to make sure that they get that because they get a lot of enjoyment out of it. And oddly enough, we don't.
Stop lying. Of course you do. You're human.
Most of the time. So make sure that they're investing in you, literally.
I cry all the time.
Putting cash in your hands, literally paying your bills before you ever sleep with them, because guess what? If they leave, if they were lying, then you didn't get the raw end of the deal. And make sure you wait a while to do that, because you need to make sure that they're telling the truth. You need to make sure that their actions align with what they're saying. You need to get to know somebody, and you need to make sure that they're serious about you, because if something happens and you get pregnant, you're screwed, especially with a man who can't even provide for himself. You need to make sure that he can provide for himself and for you. Now, that doesn't mean that you should rely on a man for money ever. Ever. That's what our mothers had to do because they weren't allowed to get bank accounts, but not anymore. We're playing the game smarter. We have our own money. We have our own businesses. And then we have men for fun on the side that have invested in us.
You can't make that up.
That are not game players. Now, there are good men who hear this message and they understand. They get it. Smart women like me, we're not playing with little boys. We're not playing with boys who can't pay their bills, and we're not playing around with little boys who don't seriously invest in us. And investing means taking action.
What are you waiting for?
This is the way.
Hold the line. Stay with me.
And it's not hard for real men to pay some bills. These men are making 200 grand plus. They have enough money to pay your bills and theirs. And if they don't, find another one.
Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town.
They should be worried about making money, not trying to get laid. And if you can't find one, or there's too many of them screwing you around, guess what? Work on your money. Your time is better spent working on your money than holding some broke man's hand. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of an afternoon. That's a waste of time. You want to go flirt and have fun? Go out to the clubs, go out to the bar, flirt and have fun. Bye-bye. But don't be texting every day. Don't be calling every day. Don't be going on dates. They will waste your life. And then on top of it, try to get you to marry them so that you can be their housekeeper, their cook.
She gets up and she says, Patrick, this is very hard for me to say this. And let me tell you why it's very hard. I said, what's that? She says, ever since in high school, I wanted to prove to men that I can beat them. So when I graduated high school and college, I opened up my salon. We do very well. I've made millions of dollars. My people and my work that work at the salon, they do very well for themselves. I drive a nice car. I have a nice house. I have money. I have millions. I don't worry about any of that stuff. You know what decision I made last night? I said, what's that? She says, I want a husband. I no longer want to compete with men. I need them. And I'm like, what? She's saying this in front of 2,000 people with her sister sitting right next to her.
Talk about a scam. Please listen to Shira 7 and older women like me. It's a little bit complicated, the games that they've ran on us, and you need to see clearly. You need to readjust your neurons and your synapses so that you can stop seeing the delusions.
Wow.
And now she's getting emotional. How many 65-year-old women do we have to hear saying that I marched with the feminist movement and I bought into the fact that men are the enemy? I've never been married. I'm alone and I'm miserable and I wish I would have never bought into that philosophy.
Some of us had to learn the hard way, and we don't want you to have to do that as well.
Wow, that sounds just like the reverse of Passport Bros, right? But listen, guys just don't understand. 200,000. But she said that I said, who's making 200,000? Not many people, probably 5% of the population, right? But still, and not even 5%. That's top 1% money, close to it. But still, you know, all of these women want money and they think they don't have to do anything to receive the money, right? They don't want to give anything in return. And you have to think about it. Rich men are going to come to the table. Imagine if a rich man came to her right now and said, this is what I bring to the table, right? What do you have? I just have my good looks. She's not even that good looking. And I have this. And I have my snatch, right? That's what you got. Now, I would love if Shira 7's man gave her a pass. Because I would love to see a Shira 7 challenge, right? I would love to see her get out there right now in this day and age and get that money that she got from a man. That's what I want to see. I want to see her get out and play her games and do her magic and make it happen. Will she still be successful the same exact way? I don't think so. It's a different day and age. She will get some sucker. And why would she get some sucker? I believe she would get a sucker because she won't be thinking about the looks. She won't be thinking about any of that. She won't even think about the love. All she's going to get is the money. And you know what, woman, if you want to live your life like that, just be a paid prostitute. Corn. Because that's what you are.
You guys are not only in competition with the locals, you're also in competition with the Passport Bros. Let me explain. This is just how females are. Emotional creatures. So whose fault is it that y'all getting home wrecked? It's everybody's fault. Okay? Everybody. But ultimately, if you're the guy who never cheated on her, remained faithful and stuff, it's her fault. If you're the male in this relationship and you lack
This one here is titled Passport Bros Stealing Your Girl. He's in the Philippines.
They're not going to drop you automatically, okay? It takes time because this is what's going to happen. If you lack at least one of the spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, stuff like that, what's going to happen is if y'all LDRs, right, she gonna miss physical touch. She want to be touched. That's just how females are. They want to be loved, cuddled, and touched. Emotional aspect, you can do that online, you know, that's fine. Y'all can talk to each other, but it's more of the physical touch that they need. If y'all LDRs, she'll suck it up for a bit. Now, if y'all are living together, it's going to be more on the emotional aspect because two individuals living together, right? What's going to happen? You start clashing ideas, miscommunications. That leads to argument, and an argument leads to the women being emotional, which makes them communicate to others. At the beginning, this is what she's going to do, and y'all going to have this argument, trust me. Why are you always calling your mom? Why are you always calling your brothers, sisters when we're having arguments? Why don't you just talk to me? Why is it always them? Why do you go to them first? Why don't we just communicate about it? Why don't you just tell me how you feel? And she'll just not talk. And if she's a feisty one, she's probably like, "No, what do you want me to do? Man, what do you want me to do? Talk to someone else? Talk to dude? Don't you want me to talk to my family? You want me to talk to Yeah. I know that you know that Filipinas like to share their indirect feelings through social media. Okay, they post like, "Oh, I'm sad. Oh, this and this and that. I cried." But that's not them posting it. It's through a shared post. Okay, and that's when the homewrecker comes in. He's not a homewrecker yet, but he's there to console her, right? Hey, how you doing? You okay? You doing good? And stuff like that. Hey, I'll be here if you need me. But we all know what he's trying to do. We all know what he's doing, right? He's not going to be invested on her or anything like that.
Is he saying Passport Bros are doing this?
He's not going to waste time. He doesn't want anything. May it be sex or be with her, right? We know how guys think. That's not deny what y'all are thinking because let's just say we agree on this. Now, every argument that y'all are having, she's going to have that dude, okay? If your girl's a good girl, knows what she's doing, she's probably not going to talk to any dude, just her family, okay? So just let it happen, you know, let her talk to someone through her family, man. You're like, communicate, no, just let her talk, and then she'll probably talk to you. But if there's a dude, yeah, that's when it all comes to.
So I'm going to stop right there. It's kind of long, but I get what he's saying, right? He's probably talking about that guy on the other end is a passport bro and taking your girl. And I could see that happening, you know, with the way things are, especially in the Philippines. There's tons of guys out here in the Philippines. A lot of guys. I've seen more and more guys travel here ever since the pandemic was over. Woo! Philippines flooded up. And I could see that happen. Passport bros stealing Filipinas from their men. I see that happening. And I can understand. I guess this is somewhat of a story. He's explaining how it happens, but that's what it is. He's explaining how passport bros steal Filipinas from their men. And it can happen. Just guys, when you're out here, it may be you. You never know. You'll be out here in the Philippines trying to talk to a Filipina. She's with somebody, never tell you. You got to watch out, man. Got to watch out. But you'll probably still smash it anyway. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video. Peace.
This is the way.
Passport bros. Passport. No.
Who's coming?